Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to Choose Your Own Path. So today we are gonna do another carving. What we got going on here is, let's check it out. We got our cottonwood, a nice big piece. We're gonna do another incense burner, and we're gonna do a reaper. The only thing is the blade, instead of going over his head, is gonna come out this way. And then there's the head, and then this is gonna be the dress parts, or whatever you want to call them. And then down here we're gonna cut this out so that we can stick the cone wherever the hell I put that damn thing. The cone's gonna sit on that, and then we're gonna drill a hole straight up to the head. We're gonna dig out the head. We're gonna have a hole going straight up, so when we light the cone, we're gonna hope that it goes into the hole straight up, and it's gonna come out of his head. Maybe? Alright, let me get it set up, and we'll start that. Alright guys, so today we're going to use two burrs. We're going to use our 1/8 inch, and this is the one we use all the time, eh? It's like I don't know what the hell they call it, I can't remember anyway. So we're going to use this one too, which is our taper burr, and that's going to be for getting around. So we're going to hook that up, and we're going to do it like we did before, guys. We're going to take the image out first. So what we also want to do is we want to make sure that the arms and the stick is in front of him, and then it's going to sort of go in the back, and it's going to come down over his head. Maybe. Anyway, let's get you guys set up to watch. See how much you can see. Don't have to look at my ugly face. There, as close as we can. Let's go. So what I did here was I put some flow lines through. I'm going to try to get under the handle and then have it just stop here somewhere. But then when we drill the hole underneath, we still got to get rid of this, so we'll be able to get under here, drill all the way up into his head, and then have his head hollowed out, hopefully enough that we don't split it. And then his axe, well, his blade's going to have a little bit more of a cut to it, so we'll work on that. Alright guys? Alright, we're going to change it up. We're going to put his blade this way instead of going around this way. It looked too dumb, so we're going to put it that way. We're going to dig it out, alright? Let's do that. Alright, so we're going to figure out how to cut this down, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to do to get a drill bit all the way up to his head. So let me set that up. So we're done carving it. So I had to drill a hole through there to make a long bit go all the way up its tail end there. You can see the hole where my pinky is. It goes all the way up to his face. Now let's hope it works. So what we're going to do now is we're going to paint it. And then we're going to try it out. So stay tuned. We'll check, guys. We're back. So we're going to be putting some color to our reaper. We're going to start off with some black. We're just going to try to get inside here. So let's see if we can bring you guys around this way maybe. Trying to get into the cracks first. So what we want to do is we want to bring out a little bit of white for our guy. But we know our reaper's really black. We're just trying to get the shadowing kind of in. which would be inside the cuts that I put there. Now I'm really hoping that the cuts, when the smoke comes up, it could also hit this and follow up inside. I'm hoping that works that way. And our darkest point would be to be inside the face, right? That's what we're gunning for, the darkest point. So I want to show that our Reaper is dark. And underneath. And then we're just going to do a little bit of the flames down here just to give it a base coat. Right, so now we're going to go into with some pearl white. What we're going to do is we're going to get mostly his hands. Okay, and we're just going to lightly mist the rest of them. We will come back with some black after, okay? We want to get them dark again. But with this white, or I think it's a bone white, it's pearl. So you can see it's coming out the color. And remember to tilt your project different ways, because you'll miss the undersides of one side compared to the other. The nice thing about having the fan on is it helps me dry the colors faster, but then I have to be careful because then I'll dry these colors out faster too, right? And we don't want that. I think we're almost out. We're just going to water it down a bit, and why I water it down here is because we have a lot of air. We have a lot of airflow going on right now, and it sort of dries up the brush fast, eh? So if you look inside your cup, I guess usually that's why you'd use the cap for it, but I'm just too lazy today. Having a great time. There we go. Now it's coming out. Sometimes you have to water down, just dilute your paint just a little, just enough to let it flow properly. They say it's supposed to be consistency of milk. I like milk. What we're going to do now is we're almost done this, and we're going to go back to a little bit of black. Or we can go into, maybe what we'll do is we'll go into the brown. What we're going to do is we're going to do the stick, the scythe, whatever it's called. So that's what we'll do, is show you guys a little bit what's going on, and then we'll change out our color, okay? Okay, now we added some brown. So what we're going to do is just go over the stick, or his stick. Not too thick. Oh, I just dripped paint all down my legs, and that's why you have to have the cap, guys. Alright, you can see the brown coming in. Take your time. Make sure you're hitting the right spots. Because if not, you're going to have to go over it again. If I get a little on the off of the stick, that's fine, because there's going to be some black going there, okay guys? That I'm not worried. Sometimes when you're when you're painting or when you're airbrushing, well, airbrushing, that I know of now, is if I make a mistake and I go over something, but I know I'm going to recolor it with a darker color, even a lighter color, I guess what they call overspray it. And I got something in my throat. Sorry. And then it'll basically it'll cover it after. But if you can, you try to. Like, I'm still not used to this brush, right? Because right now I'm thinking I got too much paint coming out. I should be just touching it with paint, just building it up. but that could take a while too when you're doing that. So I mean, if you're more into particular stuff like when you're doing tanks and helmets and stuff like that, you need to be more meticulous. With this kind of stuff, I would say you should be meticulous, but it's a faster art, and this is an art that you're not going to be seeing out as much. Like if you're out in a helmet or a motorcycle and it looks all blotchy, your buddies are going to say, "What the hell did you bring that to?" Get your money. So now we're back to our black, and we're going to get back to where it should be in the dark areas. Like I said, where the stick was. We're just going to go over with black. Okay, you see getting some darkness in there. What I'm trying to do is get back into the cracks or the shadowing. Stupid calls those telemarketers. We're not too worried about the bottom piece here because we are going to put a plate of some sort in here. I'll just paint it up for fun of it to get rid of the paint. But we are going to put a plate there so that when we do put our cones, we don't want it to burn, right? We don't want it to burn the house down. B, burn our project. I like it. You like it? It's the Reaper. So what we'll do is we'll let this dry, and then after it's dry, we're going to do a test with one of our backflow cones, but we're going to still use it as a normal incense cone. We got some Fizzy Pop backflow cones. We got a bag full of them. I just went to one of those tobacconist stores. Hint, hint, tobacconist. Yeah, they had them there. And that's what we bought. We bought that. It was like $11 for. There's got to be at least 50 of them in there. I don't think it even says, but I'm not gonna count them. I used 3. Well, two of them. This will be my third. I'm hoping that with a sale of these guys, I'll add a couple. You buy the thing, you get a couple with it. Would be nice. All I have is the one flavor though, the one smell. It actually is really neat. Fizzy Pop. It smells like it smells like pop. It's weird. Like it just brings you back to that pop smelling sensation. Anyway, we're going to let this dry and come back and do the test on it, okay? Alright guys, check it out. This is our test piece. It's even popping out at the bottom there. You can see the little string going that way. It's pretty cool. Sort of going through the Reaper. I haven't seen much coming out of the head though. Maybe it's not, the hole's not big enough. Not sure. We'll see it at the bottom there, eh? There's a hole at the bottom under here. I had to put a hole there to get all the way up here and get in. But it comes out from the bottom. So if you put it where does you see the hole there? Put it there and then it just comes out the bottom.